Hi, my name is Tristan Robinson. I'm a senior at FDU, and my film is Echoes. I am the writer and director.
Hi, my name is Ariana Adler. I am a film major here at FDU. My film is called The Family Business. I am the director, the writer, and part of the art department.
My name is Hannah Rose Solis, and I am a film major at FDU, and I am a senior, and my project is named Giovanna. I am the writer, producer, director, and SFX artist of that film.
My name is Dejan Jameer Lee. I'm a senior here at Fairleigh Dickinson University. I am the director, editor, writer, and co-producer of House of Home.
My name is Carlos A. Limos. I'm a film post-production major here at Fairleigh Dickinson University. On Remembrance, I'm a composer. On House of Home, I'm a post-production sound mixer. And for Giovanna, I'm multiple things, co-producer, sound designer.
My name is Matthew Mendez. I am a senior film major with a directing concentration at Fairleigh Dickinson University, and I am the writer, director, and producer of What I Always Knew.
Hi, I'm Connor Payne. Oh my God. Blank out the second I say my name. Hi, I'm Connor Payne. I am a senior film student at FDU, and I am the writer and DP for La Marionette.
My name's Georgia Noor. I'm a senior film student at FDU, and the thesis films I'm working on this year are Echoes and La Marionette.
I'm Elsie. I am a senior film major at Fairleigh Dickinson University, and I'm the director of La Marionette.
My name is Kat. I'm a senior here at FDU and a film major, and I am the writer and co-director of Remembrance.
My name is AJ Visidomini. I am a senior, and I am an editor for the film thesis called Remembrance.
I'm Brina Alardo. My major is film and post and screenwriting, and my thesis is The Last Piece.
My name is Gabriel Sharp. I'm a film major at Fairleigh Dickinson University with a concentration in editing, and I am working on The Last Piece, Echoes, What I Always Knew. I'm doing the effects on Giovanna, and then I'm also working on La Marionette.
Hello, my name is Matthew Trezza. I am a third year here. I'm a film major, and my film that I'm working on is Valet Please, where I'm the director and the writer.
The most important thing I learned during my time in the film program, besides like how to work with such a big group of very different people all doing different jobs, is definitely like just how to execute what I have in my head. I don't think I could have done that without like taking like a lighting class, an editing class. I don't think I could have executed the ideas that I have without the education that I was given here.
Because the film is made 3 times, once when it's written, once when it's shot, and then once when it's edited. And I think each step of that is equally important, and each step in that you can equally mess up. Learning all of that, every single step is just as important as the last.
FDU has helped my filmmaking it's definitely refined my thoughts, because before I've had a lot of all these kind of director kind of creative thoughts. They were all just all over the place. So being able to kind of take more specific classes, it just helped me be able to have better organization on to actually kind of structure the world that we're seeing visually.
I think I definitely have learned a lot more about the hierarchy of film. I think that's where I've really kind of learned a lot of set manners, kind of how to hold yourself when approaching film. It's much different than when you're just doing everything kind of by yourself, working with different people, kind of building those habits. You can't really learn not on set. You have to kind of be actively working with other people to learn how to engage with different personality types and to kind of master different situations and those kind of things. And so that's really where I've learned a lot as a filmmaker.
One of the challenges that we faced in production was like physical limitations. We had a very, very small crew. I think I only worked with about 7 people, including myself. So everybody had to wear multiple hats. Everybody had to do multiple roles. It was stressful, but it was honestly so fun.
One of the things that I realize is you really gotta make it fun for it to go well. I think that attitude, especially on the set, determines what type of work is made out of the day. And I think if you're working with people you like and enjoy and you are having fun with them and you're having fun with the project as a whole, I think it'll definitely heighten the experience. Like we had a film in like rainy / snowy / sleet weather conditions, and I can still confidently say like we were having fun, we were having a blast, laughing and all that, and we all helped each other out.
We've had a couple challenges when it comes to our production. Our biggest one has been scheduling. It's been a roller coaster, honestly, but it's also been a great learning experience of being able to keep picking yourself back up and finding workarounds for things. We've had several instances where there was a certain day we were supposed to film and then our location would fall out or we wouldn't get the insurance for it, and then we had to kind of pick ourselves back up and say, okay, well, what is the next option?
It was the last day. It was the final battle shoot, and we planned to shoot dancers, and it was a dim room, one LED light, so we could get the one red beam shining down, and we're shooting all manual focus. You don't know where they're gonna go. This is all unplanned, so that was tough. That was really tough, but we made it work. Thank God that it came out well, and we had an amazing team on deck to make that happen. Shout out to our camera operators. Sid, I love you so much. Davon, Trez, I don't like you that much, but it's all good.
One of the challenges was that it was a mixture of like people not showing up and also having a dog on set. Having a dog on set wasn't actually that bad. My dog is pretty well behaved. She's a little bit of an older dog, so she's a little bit more, I guess, chilled out than a puppy. We faced a lot of challenges with just not having people come. The first day of filming, we were supposed to have a dog handler. I ended up becoming the dog handler. That was great.
We have a lot of really fantastic professors here. I think that they've all had a really huge impact on me. Professor Lebov, who runs the whole film department, I feel like every time I talk to him, I leave that interaction like knowing more than I went in with, and that really is such a great feeling to get out of a conversation. Professor Canetti is also just so fantastic. He takes such leaps and bounds that other professors just would never take, and that's just it feels great to know that there's somebody who's like in your corner. Professor Landau also is so phenomenal, so amazing. I mean, like anywhere you go, you'll hear people singing his praises here. He's such a loved professor. Professor Frost is phenomenal, and she's also so knowledgeable. And Vince, even, you know, he's a professor and he also works the equipment room, and I think that like the film program would be nothing if it weren't for him.
For me, it's like a big three, right? You know, Howard Lebov, you know, he gave me like my first like internship opportunities. And you know, Landau, you know, he's very experienced, like very like clear cut, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you need. And then, you know, Michael Canetti, like all of us, because he's the younger blood, we love him, you know, he is a great teacher. I think that's his gift. And so, you know, love them all.
The professor who I've had, and I've had him for multiple classes, that has had the most impact on me is Michael Canetti. Not only does he care about his students in the classroom, he really wants to have like a relationship outside of the classroom and really cares so much about the students as a whole, not just us as students, but also as people. I could go to him for film advice or for advice, something personal in my life. And I've never really had a professor that's done that before. And I think until I really experienced having that kind of communication with a professor, it was really something I realized how special that was.
Professor David Landau was, I think, one of my greatest influences. Being able to work so like closely with him, I think, was very helpful. I think me and a lot of other like cinematography majors, we really do kind of look up to him just because he has so much like wisdom and has so much experience in this industry. You know, it's always just great to have one-on-ones with professors, and the school is very good at that.
I would pretty much say all of them. I feel like I'm a sponge. When I'm in class, I kind of just sit there and just observe and listen.
For people coming into the program, don't be afraid to make mistakes and be wrong, because that's like the whole point of being here is like, obviously you don't know anything. You probably think you know everything when you get here, especially if like you've taken film classes before or whatever, but you actually like totally know nothing. So like be willing to make mistakes and like try new things, put yourself out there. And there's no shame in making a mistake every once in a while.
Put yourself out there, even if you're nervous, because that goes a long way. And work on as many projects as you can, be part of clubs, go out with your friends, and have fun, you know, and also getting close with your professors because they are amazing people and can give you many advice and many opportunities.
Advice that I would give to, I'll say, the younger generation is remember there's going to be changes, and even if you don't really fully like it, just have an open mind with it.
Definitely have fun. You know, when you graduate, it's basically free world. It's going to be a little scary and you might get a little anxious. So definitely on top of like working on all this film stuff, do also make sure you're enjoying it. Because at the end of the day, you're here to do something you enjoy. What was it, Confucius? I think so. A man who works a job he likes never works a single day in his life. And if you like what you do, it's not work. So just be sure you enjoy it.